get some shipping prepped up here in a minute. There we go. Get that all set up. Really liking the way that new tiger striped camo came out. Oh, thank you for the like. Greatly appreciated. Murky, good morning. Getting ready to ship off some slides to a few places. Thank you for joining us this morning. Feel free to ask any questions as we go. Might be doing some new lightning stencils. Thank you. This is one of our new ones that we just started making within the last week. Funny enough, a customer requested it, and we kind of liked it, so now we just add it to the website. This one we have been doing, but it was more of that kind of 80s action style tiger camo with the green and black. We're like, we got to do one with orange. Let's see, where are we sending this one off to? California? And what's today, the 11th? Hey, Drew in Oregon, good morning. Yep, today is the 11th, all right. Where is my little circle stamp? It has disappeared on me. For the orange and black one? Well, we used a graphite black Cerakote for the black stripes and a hunter orange for the rest. And it's made out of 17-4 stainless steel. We used an H series Cerakote when making it. It comes with, let's see if I have one here. Here we are. A Trijicon RMR flat optic cut with an aluminum RMR cover plate. And this one here is designed to fit with the Generation 3 Glock 19. Abraham, welcome. Thanks for popping in this morning. What in blazes happened with my stamp? That's going to drive me nuts. I can always handwrite it, but still, that was the whole purpose of getting the stamp. Oh, handwriting it is. Same with all of our other slides. They're all made out of 17-4 stainless steel. We mill them from bars just like this. All right here in Arizona. Let's see, make sure we match the shipping label with the packing slip and the item. Here we are. Brookside, how you doing this morning? I'm just finishing up some breakfast and getting some slides out for shipment. This one here is going to California, which those poor people in California are facing some laws to make future Glocks illegal. So we imagine there's going to be a lot of sales before the end of the year. Right on, man. Oh. Gotta take care of the kiddos. There we go. Seal that shut. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. That's what I'm here for this morning. We don't only use H-Series Cerakote, we also use F-Series and FX Series. Reel and Rifle Adventures, what's going on? What you got, man? Oh man, yeah, that happens to us sometimes too. You just got to keep engaging, keep doing lives, keep doing videos. Sometimes people just leave because it's not the content they're looking for. I know we lose some because, I mean, all we really talk about is our products. Occasionally we'll talk about politics and, you know, stuff going on in the news that's 2A related. And we'll talk about some of the other people we interact with and engage in conversation, but sometimes people want more than that, and it's still too hot for us to go out and do shooting videos, so can't go out to the range right now. Good job, printer. Yep, just keep trying to be engaging and talk with people, and you get a lot of people who just like to sit back and listen. Some people are driving, some people are hanging out in their shops or whatever. So if you're not getting a whole lot of engagement, you know, just keep going. People are listening, they might not just be commenting. Oh, there we go. Now I have my morning tea. Today is jasmine. Oh, goodness. I have a phone call. Sorry, one moment. Oh, well, I went to answer it and they hung up. I apologize when that happens. Sometimes that's customers calling us and they want answers to questions and whatnot. Oh, and they're calling again. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry about that. That was a long call. My apologies. Let's see. What did we miss? All right. Do you manufacture Gen 5 slides? No, not yet. Currently just Gen 3, but we plan to do Gen 5 in the future. Must have set it down somewhere. Ah, there it is. And what was that next question? Would the uppers work on a PSA dagger? Yes, they do. Unfortunately, my dagger is at the shop right now, or I'd show you. But yes, they do. We do sell ported barrels from ELD Performance, but we don't port the barrels ourselves. We also have threaded barrels too. All the barrels are black nitride, though we are getting some copper PVD barrels in as well. Oh, the micro, it holds 43, 43X, and I do believe 48, whereas the compact dagger is for 19s, and the full-size S is more of a 19X. No, we do not ship worldwide. Because we have gun parts, we have to follow ITAR regulations through the Department of State, and we do not have licenses to ship outside of the United States. No, the micro dagger is a 43. The compact is the 19. Shipping. Oh, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, making gun parts or selling gun parts, you can't ship outside of the U.S. without getting licenses to do so. We can, however, ship to the U.S. territories, so like Puerto Rico, Guam, U.S. Virgin Islands, Northern Mariana Islands. We will not ship to American Samoa because they've made 9mm illegal, and our parts are for 9mm. Does PSA even make a regular full size for the 17? Every time I look on their website, I can never find it. I can find all the others. Can't find the regular full size. I do wish they made one for the 26 as well, but it is what it is. Let's see here. Oh, that one's for the 2. Okay, and print. Yeah, that would work. It's one of the tests we do for our slides, actually. We use PSA daggers, Glock OEMs, SCT Manufacturing, and Polymer 80s, just to ensure that everything fits the way it's supposed to. Let's see here. Oh, yep, same person. Okay, this one's going off to Phoenix. Right on. Hey, James, how you doing? I'd say the dagger lower is a bit more smooth when it comes to the stippling. Mike Rogers, yeah, you can check him out at stifflermanufacturing.com. Yes, rock slides also make us nervous. I don't blame you there. Hey, Pat, how you doing? Oh, right on, Jared. Thank you. Not yet, Drew. We plan to in the future, but right now it's just the 19 and the 17, and we're working on the 43 and the 26. Oh, greatly appreciated, Mike. Do you guys ship complete uppers stripped and the buyer has to put them together? Or we ship them assembled. If you order the complete upper, we assemble it. We also usually assemble, like if you order a slide and a parts kit, we'll usually assemble that too unless you tell us not to. We use H series Cerakote, F series, and FX series, and yeah, it's pretty scratch resistant. A few people have done some drop tests with it, and it's held up better than some others. So Cerakote does pretty well. That said, Cerakote will wear over time through firearms use and holster wear, just like any other coating. I mean, it's not as good as like DLC, but it does its job. No, you don't have to use ported barrels with them, but we have ported slides in case you want to. It's about a 1 to 2 week turnaround. So we have to mill the bar of steel into the slide, clean it, sand it, Cerakote it, QC it, ship it. And we do ship to all 50 states and most of the territories. Though if this California law passes next year, we might not ship to California anymore. Which sucks to be California, but I mean, you know, fight for your gun rights, people. We can't risk, you know, a lawsuit from California because people from California are being lazy. Sorry to say. That's what happened to Polymer 80, you know. They kept getting sued into the ground until they had no money left. No, we don't have suppressor height sights. So you'll have to get suppressor height sights from somewhere else, unfortunately. We'll probably get them in the future, we just don't have them now. To get camo Cerakote done, Calixo, we make our slides with it. We don't do it for other people. So if you're looking to have one of your slides done that way, you'd have to reach out to a Cerakote company. Or reach out to, like, you know, another business that does, like, custom gun work that does Cerakote. You have to reach out to somebody that does that. Or just pick up one of ours. Oh yeah, the habanero red's nice. There we go, got all those done. Now let's get the last one done. Yeah, you can do a rattle can if you want. No judgment. Okay, let's see here. And we'll print these out. Good to go. Good to go. All right, 2 out to Arizona, 1 out to California, and 1 off to Texas. All right. Yeah, we've got quite a few options. And we just added a new tiger stripe, a new camo. We're looking at adding something else I can't talk about yet. Wish I could talk about it, but I can't. It's really nice. We were inspired by someone else we talked to with the DLD After Dark, Flying Rich, John Crump, Red Dawn Readiness crew. We have a winter camo, Pat. Might be what you're looking for. We use black, 2 types of gray, and Arctic white. But if there's camo colors you want, that, like you see we have camo, right? And there's a specific color pattern you want, just reach out to us. Email us at sales@stifflermanufacturing.com and say, hey, can you make a camo using these colors? The answer is probably yes. Heck, you want something like black, gray, and red? Yeah, we can do it. Or white, purple, and green. We can do it. Oh, almost done here, and I gotta go deal with that call. So if you got some questions, ask them. Or maybe I'll just take you guys with me on my little road trip. I'll have to shut off the live when I get there, but... just trying to have a nice relaxing morning, just doing some packages, have my tea. But there's always something. Ain't that life for you? Okay, there we go. Those are packaged. Let's go get ready for the day. Okay. Another one of those fun days, people, I tell you. Let's see, what do we have here? Do you only do Glock slides? Yes, currently we do. We were going to do SIG, but then, you know, the things with SIG happened. So we'll see what we do after that. Currently we do 19s and 17s, and then we are going off to the 26 and 43. I don't like to normally pound my tea, but apparently I gotta go handle this. Okay, we got you. What else do we have? Here we are. Got my keys. Got that. Got that. Got the packages. Okay. Oh, gonna be a rushed morning. Okay, and we're walking, and we're getting the hell out of here. I'll turn you guys back on in a second. Sorry, you don't get to look at my front yard. Yes, they fit dagger frames. There we go. Yep, they do fit dagger frames. If you didn't catch me, it looks like I was reconnecting. They fit the compact and the full-size S. Nope, looks like I lost some people because of the lack of video there. That's okay. We'll see if we get some more once I get right on the road. Figured, why end the live? I'll just take you guys with me. Okay, let's see. Let's pull up the map here. Alright, 6, 7, 8. Fuel is good. And once we get on the road, I'll turn you guys back on. Okay, you go down there, you go down there, you go down there. Oh, that is a beautiful dog. You go down there. Okay, looks like we're going to have to take a U-turn up here. All right, look at that beautiful morning sky, everybody. Yeah, I figured, what the heck, let's not end the live. Let's just keep going. I mean, I'll have to turn you off when I get to where I'm going, but, you know, screw it. I hate that I'm not allowed to do U-turns here. So annoying. Oh yeah, I really wish PSA would make frames for the 26, because we're planning on making 26s. We're working on it right now. The rising sun. That was bright. God, look at that sky. So beautiful. Let's see, where am I headed off? Am I going right? Yep, we're going right. Let's see if I can get past the semi. I don't like driving behind semis, if I can help it. Alright, cool. There we go. Last question. Do you do slides for the micro dagger I'm getting one for my full size, but I'd like to have a micro match. Not yet, but we are working on it. Currently, right now, we are working on the 26 and the 43. I can't say exactly when they'll be ready, but we're working on designing and machining them as we speak. Pretty excited about it. Of course, once we get finished machining them, we're going to have to take them into the range and punish them a little bit and see, you know, if they can handle being at the range. Like when we test fired the Leonidas, we put 1,500 rounds through it before we were happy. Well, so range tests, they get expensive, but... And then if we don't like it, we got to send it back. Like when we were doing the Viper 17, we didn't like how it was performing at the range, and so we took it back, and we're sitting here like, okay, what do we need to change? And so, a few months later, after we finished, because we were still working on 19s and doing a bunch of stuff, but then we're like, okay, we got the 17 dialed down, take it out to the range again, flawless, ran like butter. And that was without oil. We didn't toss oil on it or anything. We're just like, all right, slap it on the frame. We threw it on an OEM Block 17. We threw it on SCT 17. We threw it on a Polymer 80. And we were just like, yep, run it. And it ran. Oh, thanks for the subscription. I greatly appreciate it. Once we hit 1K on the subs, we're giving away one of our slides for free to one lucky American. Sorry to my international followers, but I'm only allowed to ship within the United States because it's a firearms partner. Gotta follow those ITAR regulations. Oh, I wasn't planning on leaving until later. Now I gotta fight morning work traffic. That is going to be so much fun. Let's see, how far do I have to go? About 6.5 miles, okay. Not too far. Thank you guys for all those likes and subs. Greatly appreciate it. Feel free to check out all the slides we offer at stifflermanufacturing.com. We have a wide variety of colors and stencils. So all the colors are H series Cerakote. We got some F series and some FX series coming. Actually, we already have a couple F series on the website now. FX series is kind of like gun candy. For those of you that remember gun candy, it's got that nice metallic kind of shimmery look. So FX is like, I think, Cerakote's response to that, which is pretty cool. All the slides are 17.4 stainless steel, whereas like a lot of our competitors do 416R. 416 is good gun steel. A lot of barrels are made out of 416. A lot of slides are made out of 416. It's good gun steel, but 17.4 is better. A little harder, a little more corrosion resistant, but it's also harder to work with. It's harder on your end mills. It's harder on your machine. It's a little harder to deburr than 416. A little harder to sand. But I think it's worth it. It's a little more expensive too, but I think it's worth it. And then as to expense, you know, to all of our competitors out there who also use 17.4, like you've got Grey Ghost Precision, Zev, Zafiri, Brownells used to use 17.4. I think they've switched to 416. But you know, those of them out there that make 17.4, we are one of the more affordable on the market. So whereas you might look at something like one of our Zoom slides from a competitor where, you know, it's got front grip serrations, rear grip serrations, but they want 400 for it, and it might not even have an optic cut. Ours has those and then also has the optic cut, and you're looking at anywhere from like 145 to 270 depending on if you want it to be stripped, complete, ported, regular, what Cerakote style. You know, 145 to 270. I'd say that's a heck of a lot better deal than 400 for a strip slide with no parts. Sometimes they don't even have an optic cut and they still want 400 for it. That said, they do have name brand recognition. Stiffler Manufacturing, we've only been around since January of 2023. So, you know, 2 years, 8 months. You know, we're coming up on our 3rd year this January. And we'll be attending SHOT Show 2026 this January as well. So we're growing slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Sometimes people have asked us, like, hey man, why haven't you released this slide? Why haven't you released that slide? Slow, measured growth. We're trying to stay in the game. And if we if we followed every request, we've seen our competitors and our peers do this. Follow every request, hunt down every slide. They've wasted so much money doing that. And, you know, as a small business, you've really got to evaluate, you know, what are you spending your money on? What's a good investment? Who's going to pay for what? Like a while back, people were begging us, hey man, make a SIG P320, make a SIG P320. Now, no one is begging us to make them. So kind of lucked out on that one. We almost did it. We had some design work going on, but then we started getting a not so good feeling about it, and then the ICE memo came out, and then everything followed after that. We were just like, ooh man, glad we dodged that bullet, because we would have spent all that money, all that steel, all that labor, all that time, you know, and then nobody would be buying them. We might still do the P365, but some people are, you know, expressing that they're having issues with the 365 as well. So maybe we won't do that, which is kind of unfortunate, but because I do want to break out, like we as a company do want to break out beyond just Glocks. But we also know that Glock is steady. It's got a good customer base. And the Glock modding community and the build community is also steady and has a good base. So us, you know, going on to the 26 and the 43 following the 17 and the 19 just makes sense. And then, you know, we have to make a decision after that, you know, do we do the 34 or do we go with something that's in 45 cal or 10 millimeter? And I don't know, maybe we'll do the Glock 20, maybe we'll do the 21. Then there's also 40 cal. We're getting a lot of requests for 40 cal. And maybe we'll do the 23. It's hard to say. Got to see where the market is, got to see what the distributors and the vendors want, and honestly got to just see what people are messaging us about and asking us about. Like, we get emails all the time, hey, when are you going to make this, when are you going to make that? And so you kind of got to put all those together and go, okay, what's the next slide? Yep, I am in Tucson. Our shop is in Tucson. Welcome, G-Lock. I want to go to this one. Screw that. Oh, man, I'm about to get the sun in my face. This is why I don't like to drive this time of morning. Yep, Stiffler Manufacturing is home-based in Tucson, Arizona. We've even got a few local gun shops. Well, it's mostly the hub. The hub in Tucson, Mesa, and Lakeside have some of our slides. And then there's Serious Arms up in Prescott. Oh man, a whole bunch of stuff. Check out stifflermanufacturing.com. Most of our slides that we have available right now are for the Gen 3 Glock 19. All of them are 17.4 stainless steel. We've got standard and ported options. They all come with a Trijicon RMR flat optic cut with an aluminum RMR cover plate. Not plastic, aluminum. And prices, we do strip slides and complete slides. Completes run with ELD performance barrels at a 416R stainless steel, black titanium nitride coating or copper PVD coating. We also use SCT Manufacturing upper parts kits for our completes. And, you know, prices range from $145 to about $270, depending on what you're getting. Gen 5, not yet, but we are working on a Gen 5 probably after we complete our 43 and 26. Can't give a timeline on it, but once we complete the 43 and the 26, we might be working on Gen 5. Let's see, where am I headed? 3 more miles? Okay, not far away. Ask those questions. Once I get to where I'm going, I got to shut the live off because I got to go help somebody. But happy to talk about slides all the time. Ugh, this morning traffic. That said, I love that beautiful Arizona sky. So beautiful. I mean, you know, it's not for everybody. It's 93 degrees at 7 a.m. It's just going to get hotter in a few hours. We're going to breach 100, no problem. I think someone asked us once, do we do our own heat treating? And I said, we live in Arizona. That's all the heat treating we need. Do you guys carry the 22-pound recoil spring for the Gen 3? No, we don't. The recoil springs we have are part of our upper parts kits that we get from SCT Manufacturing, and they match the Glock OEM specs for those parts. You could probably get a 22-pounder from someplace like the Glock store, where they have a wide variety of poundage springs. But yeah, we don't have them yet. Maybe something we carry in the future. Not sure. Kind of like to try to be a one-stop shop if we can. That's why we have parts kits and barrels now. Because when we first started, it was just slides. And then we kind of added parts kits, and then we slowly added barrels, and slowly getting things added. Man, I already need some water. Drink water, everybody. It's going to be a scorcher. Stay hydrated. Going against traffic, you know you're not supposed to do that, Mr. Cyclist. Yeah, if you're ever driving around in this neck of the woods, you got to be careful of the cyclists. A lot of them don't follow the road rules. They kind of just do whatever they want. So keep a lookout for them. Man, sorry I got to drive down this road. It's just going to be the sun in our face this whole time. Man, thank you all for joining us this morning. This was fun. Got my shipping done. Heading off to work. In addition to the shop, we also all do some side work too. You know, construction on the side, private security work, working in the mines. Electrical, tiling. A lot of side work. especially during the summer, because, you know, just summer, you know, hits a lot of businesses differently. Sometimes your sales are up, sometimes your sales are down, because, you know, people are out traveling, they're out doing summer vacation, they got their kids with them because school's out, you know, so people aren't necessarily spending money on aftermarket stuff, things like that. So, got to do some side work here and there. Also, I mean, sometimes it's just nice to have some extra pocket money. Especially with gas prices. I mean, our gas prices have been going down, but still. Even with $2.69 to $2.89, you got to fill up a tank, man. And I know that probably hurts some other people when I say that, because I've seen gas prices other places that are like $5 a gallon, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Thanks for joining us all this morning to Stiffler Manufacturing. If you got any final questions, I'm getting close to where I gotta head off to. So, you know, we make slides out of 17.4 stainless steel. We do all the milling work ourselves. We do all the Cerakote work in-house. There's no third party there. Only third party we have is for our parts kits and barrels. So we do all the slide work, we do all the coating ourselves, right here in Arizona. Hey, EG's. Used to be a city staple. It has gone downhill over the years. The original owners sold it off, and then it got sold off again, and it might have gotten sold off again after that. And each time they just went cheaper and cheaper. The quality of the food's not as good. This is what happens when you get corporate assholes in charge of restaurants. Kind of like the story of McDonald's, right? Have any of you ever heard of the story of how McDonald's started to what they are now? It's all about cheaper, 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 but then charging more. They used to give their employees like a whole meal for their breaks or to take home. And then whoever took over after, I forget who, but they then cut the employees' meal down to basically a kid's meal and told them they couldn't take it home because that was basically them stealing. They didn't want them sharing the EG's food with other people. You know, typical corporate ass clownery. I say that as we technically are a corporation, but we are a small business. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us this morning. Check us out on stifflermanufacturing.com. Check us out on all of our other social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. YouTube, Rumble. And thanks so much. And as always, stay 2A every day.